next is a comment that was shared by our special guest last Saturday. It says, "Thanks to everyone for making my wife Barbara and me feel at home Saturday. The people of Camden will always have a special place in my heart. I want to thank all of the kind folks of Camden. It was a great day and event. Blessings from the old Sarge, Joe Tisha, Command Sergeant Major, and Marine Corporal." And today's honored guest, I would like to start by introducing Joe Swearingen from the U.S. Navy.
I'm not much of a public speaker, as you'll find out. They asked me to do this, and I felt honored to do it. I want to thank the people that got this here in Benton County. A lot of people, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get to see this. I've seen the real one in Washington, D.C., and this one right here is a close second to it. And for the military that's out there fighting for our freedom, I personally like to say thank you for what you're doing. I was in the Navy, went in February '63 and stayed April of '67. I was in Vietnam. We made a 7-month round-the-world cruise. I did not see very much action as these people did. We set off the coast to Danang over Vietnam for shore bombardment for a few days, firing them 5-inch guns. Our main objective was to hit a big ammo bunker. And people, I'm here to tell you, you've never seen a 4th of July firework display like that when we hit it. You can see bodies flying through the air, the guards that was guarding it, over after them shells to kill our boys. Over in the Gulf of Tonkin, them overhead Chinese junk boats, them sand pans come in there. The gunnels wouldn't be just a couple of inches out of the water, loaded down with ammunition to kill our men, our friends, our family. Now, we as the United States Navy, as a diplomatic gesture, our ship had to get out of their way. We couldn't say nothing, no gestures, no nothing. We had to get out of their way on account them both belonged to Red China, and they didn't want to get involved with that. People here in Camden and out in the country that's never been in there really don't understand a lot of stuff that goes on over there, the military. And these boys here, names up here, and the ones that was over there that did come back, like I said, I want to say thank you again. I can't say thank you enough. These guys over there fighting, shooting, getting shot at. They didn't have a minute to rest. Even when they sleeping, they slept basically with one eye open. Feet wet, dirty clothes, eating their K-rations out of a can. For the freedom we have today, sitting out here at this park. We leave here, we can go any direction we want to go, do what we want to do. And why? It's because of the military. And like I said, thank you to them. I'd like to say thank you to Christy, Darrell Berry, and everybody else, and a bunch of them behind the scenes that's had a hand in setting this up. I think it's mighty nice that Benton County, I had this wall here in Benton County. I brought 3 van loads of people out here to it that would probably never come by and brought them. But I think everybody in Benton County should have come out and seen this. They told me 10 minutes. Like I said, I'm not much of a speaker. Anybody back there, especially Tommy Todd, wherever he is, if I talk over, he'll be back there slapping his watch, make sure it's still working. But Tommy's a good fella, love him. We belong to Camden Masonic Lodge, along with a lot of you brothers out there. Like I said, the Navy was an experience for me. I went in at 17 years old. It made a man out of me. I grew up quick. I had to. You didn't have mom and daddy to run back to. Who are you going to talk to? And me and the Lord, that's it, buddy. And I'll tell you what, back then I was not a Christian, but I did talk to him some. I am a Christian now, I'm proud to say. And everybody, if you don't have the opportunity, hadn't had the opportunity to get saved, I pray that you do before you leave the walks of this life. I'd like to say thank you for coming out today at these closing ceremonies. If you ever get an opportunity to go to this wall again, I tell you what, I bet it'll mean something different to your heart. The one in Washington meant something to me. This one here means a whole lot more to me. And like I said to the men and women of the military that's out there guarding our freedom today, thank you, and I pray that the good Lord will bring them home safe. Y'all have a good day. I think I'm about to talk enough without rambling too much. If I did, y'all forgive me. Thank you.
Thank you for speaking, Mr. Swearingen. And now, I'd like to introduce Sam Hargrove, U.S. Army.
I'm like Mr. Swearingen. I've never given really a public speech before, but this uniform that I wear today is not just a piece of cloth. It's something I earned with my own blood, sweat, and tears, as well as the 58,200 and something people behind me. Today, I wear this proudly because I know that the time I spent in Vietnam was the time that, as Mr. Swearingen said, it made me a man. And when it was dark and you had no one to turn to, I found that Jesus Christ was a man that was always walking those dark hills. Every trail I went down, I knew he walked down it ahead of me, because we had run into many machine gun nests and other things that if the Lord hadn't been with me, I would not be standing here today. I was with the 1st Cavalry Division. I was in Quan Tri, which is up next to the DMZ. I was out in the field for 6 months. I was wounded twice, once in my leg and once in my arm. And I earned a Bronze Star and a Purple Heart and a Combat Infantry Badge. And but most of all, I learned the price of freedom. And the price of freedom is not free, children and young people. It's what us, the soldiers, and the soldiers that are fighting today have brought to us. And like Abraham Lincoln said there at the Gettysburg Address, let's look to the future and do it with pride. And I salute you all as Vietnam veterans and as citizens of the United States. And I want to say good day.
As we say goodbye, we remind ourselves that farewells are not forever, nor are they the end. They are simply words to say that we will miss each other dearly and that we will always cherish the memories made. We had a guest speaker scheduled for Saturday that could not be with us. Her name is Judy Gorman King. The reason she could not be with us is her granddaughter was involved in a serious accident along with her granddaughter's boyfriend. Her granddaughter's boyfriend passed away, and her granddaughter is facing several surgeries right now, so she cannot be with us. However, she would like to have a poem that she had written. She would like this to be read. It's named The Spirit of the Wall. You came to see my name today. I saw you standing there. Man, you sure look different with that silver in your hair. But me, I haven't changed. I'm still the ripe old age of 21. That's one of the things about us ghosts. We're now and forever young. Do you remember how proud we were when we were called by Uncle Sam? And I remember being a little afraid when they shipped us to Vietnam. And I remember the heat and the marching through the mud and the sounds of that shooting and the sight of that blood. Then I remember when it was time for us to go home. But I couldn't go, so you made that trip alone. You returned to a country that couldn't seem to understand how all the boys that left came back a bunch of messed up men. Our country seemed a little naive before that mixed up war. Now we never can seem to get things back the way they were before. Now some of us are just a name, just a small part of history. But with the building of that wall, it somehow restored our dignity. I saw that there is still pain even after all these years. I'm afraid I saw a lot of bitterness in your tears. But this is a wall of love. We hope that that's what everyone feels. And the warm spirits of all the ones that surround the wall that heals. I saw you had a family, a couple of kids, and a pretty wife. I try to forgive the past and have a happy life. I guess I'll go now. That I seem to have said it all. Think of me once in a while. The Ghost That Stays with the Wall by Judy Gorman King.